Novo Amor are classed as one of the biggest alternative / indie groups of all time. They release their unique sounds such as a lot of electronic, ambient, folk, soft indie core, and it just felt the most beautiful sound ever. And since we have reviewed all of their music, did a huge artist review and everything else, I realized everyone know who they are. Everyone know who they are, and I was like, felt like, let's make a artist review out of them. And then their new album just dropped in, Collapse List, just dropped in last week, and still, it's one of the most anticipated albums on Spotify. Fits so perfectly for any rainy day, for any cloudy, miserable day. It shoots up your mood and make you feel peace and relax. And today, everybody, we are reviewing Novo Amor's brand new album, Collapse List. Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. You're getting 2 videos really every single day. On the last video I mentioned you will get 2 videos a night. Yesterday I had a bit of a day off because I went out the other day and I was really tired and had a few to drink and everything else. I've been really busy this week and I managed to get everything all sorted out and everything else. So you got me all this week. I'm trying to get as much videos done as possible so you can see much more of me. So yeah. And also I just want to address a little bit of an apology. If you see on my last video there was a bit of an audio mute when I was speaking because it was copyright protected when I did Sheryl Crow, and I had to mute that, and means I have to mute my voice as well in there, which is only a little bit, but it's basically talking about how great Sheryl Crow is as an artist and everything. So I just wanted to address that a little quickly. I do apologise. My editing skills are not that great. But but let's crack on today's video, which is Novo Amor's brand new album, Collapse List. I listened to this last week and I really want to do a video on them because I think they're just a really great band to listen to when you're in a dark, depressing time like in the winter period or the autumn. And well, I love autumn, to be honest. Autumn's amazing. They're really great for that mood booster, I feel. And I was listening to that album and I was like, oh, so relaxed. It's so relaxing. I love their music so much. And when I saw their album just came back, I was just like, yes, I got to listen to that band, that music. I love Novo Amor and I have to do it. And before I will crack on with the review, I just want to put my hands up. I mean absolutely no disrespect for any of my opinions that is based on in the video. They, like I said, their opinions and my views from my experience of listening to the album that I combine into one video. There is no content warnings on anything that we will be about to say in the video. Every time we fact check out resources to back up in our opinions, no damage will take place on the artist or the artist alone. And I just want to quick remind you that this is someone else's music and someone else's work that they created for us. So keep your disagreements and or any harmful comments erased, please. Keep it all peace and love in the comments section down below. If you ever want to listen to the artist's music, if you got Spotify or YouTube, I will try and make sure I put everything all down below on the video, and also my artist review of Novo Amor as well. And all being said, let's get on to the review of Novo Amor's clips list. I found that they have used the same elements that they I'm so sorry. I had a port scratching, and you know when you take a port scratching and a little bit of port scratching stuck down your throat, that just happened. Anyway, I found the album really great. They still use the same sort of tone, tempo and structure like from all of their albums or before, which I think it's great. I think it is absolutely great that they're still using the same music like they did before. They're very experimental. They are very intriguing to give out this nice big mood booster that I always like Novo Amor on, because I think Novo Amor's music is all about having that right mood booster sense, and I really do like it. I listened to another group this week as well that delivered the same essence, but they were more indie psychedelic tone, but this one is more indie and alternative that Novo Amor are. Even when I went to see them live, they made it more a folky experience, which is really nice and really warm. I really like that tone, and that atmosphere. It's just so good. I really loved it. It has delivered some tracks that are all both instrumental. There was moments there like Novo Amor not singing in this, and it was just straightforward, smooth and gentle, which I kind of like from them. Like, I really like to see them doing a composed music for a film one day, like an indie movie. Like, they can actually do that as well. We've seen a lot of that sort of style before, like Bon Iver. I think Bon Iver did one for Kanye West's music before in the past. I know he produced Kanye West in the past, working on my Dark Twisted Fantasy album. I've never been a big fan of Kanye West. I think his music is not that great or anything else. It's not my style, but I really do like Bon Iver, and I feel like with Novo Amor, they have an opportunity to compose some music for a film, for a project, or even like a project for a theatre production or for a gallery as well. I can actually see them doing that. Like, if they do a gallery called a gallery project called the Four Seasons, add them, because they will make it beautiful. Like, the music will make you feel so immersed. I can actually picture that happening. I can actually picture that happening with Novo Amor doing a gallery show and producing music for a gallery show, and I think that would be absolutely amazing, really. They have some really good tracks on the album. Their new album had Sand and Sky, which is a great track on there. I really enjoyed the subtleness that they used on there. Just Another Way is another favourite of mine, and Years On, another great song. I also really enjoy Placeholder, Hotel / Easy, because of the feeling that I had from that album. It felt really nice and crisp and just so cozy in there. It's just so cozy when you just imagine you put on the fire on and play that song, and that coziness is just so warm. It makes you feel really warm up. That's what I really like about Novo Amor, because of the calmness and the folkiness, which is just so good. It is so good. But even it's so good, I feel like some of it is more, have a few electronic sounds more than the more electronic, alternative and indie in there. And I felt like they could have more room into a folky style music, like they did for Halloween. And what's another track they did a really good one? Ankle, which is another great track. When I saw them performing that song live, I thought, wow, that was amazing. They were like in the festival of All Points East in London that I went to see them on, and they were performing at the same time is Dermot Kennedy. So I saw them, Aurora, um, Olivia Dean, and then Dermot Kennedy. And Dermot Kennedy's set on a festival, oh my god, it was amazing. I love Dermot Kennedy. I'm glad I saw him twice. I would go see his show all over again, and Novo Amor as well. So I just feel like it could have had that balance of folk music coming along, but you know, it's still great. I actually love this sound that they did. It's still good, it's still peaceful, and it's so warm. My overall opinion, I really like this album. I think this album shown some really unique ways of presenting the music with a nice, calmer, smooth structure. They're very good with structure and the tone and the melodies of their music. And it felt really, really nice. And I just loved it so, so much. I really like the calmness in there in between. And I felt that is a really nice, subtle, smooth, chilled moment. And I would always recommend, if you need some music that just to chill you and relax you, and music is not so depressing, and just music that is light and fluffy and just chills you out when you come back from a very exhausting day, go listen to Novo Amor, because they are fabulous with music. They are just so good with music and everything else. And thank you for watching. I know this is a really short video, but I just got nothing but positive views and things they could have worked on. Like they are good with folk music. When I saw them live, they did some couple of tracks on their set list that is very folky and very chilled and everything else. Even Halloween was on there. And I felt that there could be more room for their next album to do more folk style music. Like, I'm very open with folk. I love Celtic music and everything else. And this one is good, but could have more of the folk essence. I might be wrong. I might be misheard them, and they might have folk songs on there. And I was like, oh right, shit. I'm sorry. And everything else. But that's what I would like to see it on. But thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a like and a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Stay in tune. Bye.